on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Okafor off the drive. Rivers kicks to McDaniels. That is good. Now just a 4-point Charlotte lead.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
In transition, here come the Wizards. No good from Ross. Hornets leading by 4. Johnson, the pass to Okafor. It's stolen by Davis. Johnson against Ross. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And the Hornets miss again. Wizards have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. There's the pass to Davis. And he hits it to tie the game up. Davis has got 8 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The Hornets have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. The first one falls.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance. For Okafor, he has 11 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And then for Washington, Seraphin comes in for Davis. And it's Brandon Knight in for Ross. And Simmons kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's Simmons. He's guarded by Knight. Simmons dishes to Okafor. Clock at 6. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Washington trailing. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. That is good. And that's now 10 points for Brandon Knight.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Nance, and that's not going to go. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. McDaniels is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Knight in at the point guard position. Nance, right side. He kicks to McDaniels. Dishes it to Seraphin. Good D by Jones.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
There's the pick, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Washington making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Anthony Davis comes in for Nance. And it's Ross in for KJ McDaniels.
Terrence Ross.
Knight passes to Davis. To the inside. Jordan. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
What a stellar outing in this one for Knight. He's got 10 points and 4 assists.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Over to the wing. Pass to Simmons. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Knight with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Caldwell Pope. And another miss by Washington.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Simmons. He's guarded by Knight. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Caldwell Pope. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And again, Washington no good. No good from Simmons. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
The shot, no good. Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Left side, Jordan. And there's the 3-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And the Hornets making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Russell kicks to Booker. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Washington calls timeout. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We got to wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
No good from Ross. Charlotte leading by 3. Booker dishes to Okafor. Russell passes to Booker. And the 3 off target. Washington shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Davis sets a screen. Knight kicks to Davis. It's tipped. They get it back. And the shot is good. That's now 8 points for Jordan. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the feed to Simmons. Picked by Okafor. The drive by Russell. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Hornets lead by 3.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Johnson. Simmons checked in for Booker. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Rivers checked in. There's the dish to Davis. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Davis has got 19 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
To the paint, it's deflected. Russell kicks to Okafor. Great D that time from Jordan.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
That's good. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Johnson kicks to Simmons. From deep. Washington with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rivers against Russell. Jordan the screen. Davis drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 19 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Rebound, Washington. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Russell against Rivers. Left side, Davis. Okafor with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Johnson. Here's Simmons. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Simmons got 26 points.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
There's a minute left to play here in the 4th. Jordan the screen. Davis the pass to Jordan. Cross in the corner to tie it up. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexity of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 5. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And they go to the intentional foul. And drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Here's Rivers. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk. They're losing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
The Wizards with another miss. Left side, Jones. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Terrific run
No way.
to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Game over.
So it's Charlotte picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan? Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. How'd you feel about his performance, Ken? And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.